welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look. I was so inspired by a pot that I bought not long ago, and it is from the matte collections. It is the Pearl Reflex. Comes in a tube like this, and it is really just a glittery sort of loose dust. Now I have been dying to play around with it, and I figured with the loose dust, like, it had to be something really full on. I created this makeup look where I really wanted to go for like just like a really nice smoky eye. That's not typically something that I normally do. I did use like a lot of brown sort of tones. I really kept away from the warm tones. I used sort of like pinky, purpley, browny sort of tones, and I really like it with the Pearl Reflex Loose Dust. I feel like that this is such a glamorous nighttime look, especially if you are going to a ball or a wedding or anything to do with nighttime, or if you're game enough to wear it during the day, which I mean I wouldn't be totally opposed to. I really love this Pearl Reflex, so I wanted to show a way that you could create this makeup look without it being too 80s. Normally when you mention to somebody that you want to do like a glitter sort of look, people tend to be a lot more scared of that sort of style. So I really wanted to create a style that is a little bit more wearable for the day-to-day makeup wearers. So if you want to learn how to get this glittery smoky eye look, please just keep on watching. Okay, so starting off with the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette, I'm going to take the shade Bermuda on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to buff that into the crease just to give that little bit of extra color. Then I'm going to start packing on that outer V with the shade Volcano from the same palette, and just really build up that eyeshadow color in that area. Always making sure that you're going in back and forth between brushes to blend out any harsh line or edges. And like I mentioned before, we'll be going back and forth between those two shades. I'm going to start to pack on those colors just to sort of build up that area. Then with the shade Pangin, I think it's called, it is like a light reddy sort of tone. I'm just going to pop that onto the outer V area just there, just so that we can get that little bit of depth and extra color so that it doesn't look too brown. Going back in with Bermuda and just buffing out those edges. Then taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20, I'm just going to start to cut creasing. I like to take an angled brush and use my concealer just to sort of carve out that eyelid area. This is a great way to make any eye pop. I always like to do a cut crease for a nighttime look, especially for something like this. It's definitely going to make that glitter stand out against the smoky area. Then to set that, I'm going to take my Napoleon Purtis Camera Finish Close Up Complexion Perfecting Powder just to set that concealer so that it does not crease. Then I will be also setting the other eye as well. Then getting my blending brush and just taking Bermuda again just to sort of buff out that concealer and color, that existing color that is already there. I am going to just deepen that outer V area just so that also there's no harsh lines or edges when it comes to that concealer. We still want it to make sure that it's blended seamlessly, and sometimes it can look really harsh. So it is always a really good idea to just keep going back and forth between the different shades that you are using. So today I've used something a little bit different. This is the Napoleon Purtis Pro Power Eyeliner Concealer. I've heard that it is great to set glitter because I will be using my MAC Loose Glitter in Pearl Reflex, Just taking like a spongy sort of eyeshadow brush, I guess you call it. I don't know. It's just a better way to use to pack that color on and just start to fluff out the edges, as you can see towards the middle of my eye. Now I've already gone in and done my eyeliner. I use my Kat Von D tattoo liner as I always do. Then to coat my lashes, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara just to coat those lashes. And then to be able to stick some falsies on top, I'm always going to use my trusty Artemis Beautiful Falls lashes as well. So then on the lower lash line, once we have done the majority of the eye, I'm going to go in with a small buffing brush and go back in with Volcano. I'm going to deepen out that lash line area so that way it is a lot deeper. Then going back in with a fluffier sort of brush using Bermuda again, just to sort of soften that area. So now I'm going to highlight under my eyes. This is the Shape Tape concealer that I am using, and it is in the shade Fair Neutral. I am so obsessed with this. I just love it. It's so easy to blend out with your beauty blender, and it just really brightens those under eyes, especially if you get dark circles like I do. It's just great to hide those. Then again, I will be making sure that I go and blend that seamlessly all down my nose and on my chin. Because this is a nighttime look, we're going to go all out on the highlighting. Then to set, I'm going to use my Camera Finish Close-Up Complexion Perfecting Powder by Napoleon Purtis as usual, and then my Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation, Powder Foundation in medium 57. I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I am going to use the shade, which is the middle color in the palette, to carve out those cheekbones. I feel like with this sort of look, you can go a little bit more all out rather than something a little bit more on the daytime. You really want to make sure that you are snatched AF, because this look is snatched. So not forgetting to carve out that nose and make it look smaller. Then for blush, I'm going to take the MAC blush in the color Harmony. I really like this for this look because it doesn't look too intense. Then to highlight my cheekbones, I'm going to be taking the Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops in the one called Morning Light. Then to set that cream concealer, that cream highlight, I'm going to take the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Then taking Soar lip liner and then adding Anastasia Beverly Hills Milkshake on top of that. I really like to use a dark liner just so that it doesn't blend too much into my face, because I really wanted a nude lip for this look. Then making sure you're not forgetting to put your lower lash line on and setting with MAC Fix Plus. And that comes to the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really found it quite fun to use a glitter makeup look for something that I don't normally do. I really enjoyed the tones that I used when I had smoked out the either side. I am not a cool tone makeup wearer, so the fact that I was able to work with a lot of the cooler sort of tones, I found that to be really quite fun, and especially doing like a real smoky eye look. It's not really something that I use in my everyday life, so I found it really fun to play with, and I feel like, you know, doing these sort of makeup looks really makes me sort of step out of my makeup square, so that when I go out, I can just try these different tones as well. So don't think that it's just you guys, it's me as well. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my online family, please make sure you do. I love watching my family grow on here and you guys watching my videos. Also, there is a red bell button down below where you can hit that and you will be notified every single time that I post a video. Also, if you are not following me on social media, all my links will be down below so you can come past and say hi. I love it when you guys do. But until next time, I will see you all in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.